So I can talk louder with the microphone because it fixes my volume or something, or the rustling of my vest and stuff. Today is Wednesday, January 7th. It is before 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I am Emily Joy, and I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep well last night. Isaiah 2, chapter 22, in the New International Version, Isaiah 2:22 says, "Stop trusting in mere humans who have but a breath in their nostrils. Why hold them in esteem?" I'm going to read it again. "Stop trusting in mere humans who have but a breath in their nostrils. Why hold them in esteem?" So, but the King James Version of 2:22 says, "Sever yourselves from such a man whose breath is in his nostrils, for of what account is he?" I am having I feel I'm feeling isolated and cut off from people, humanity. I feel like I'm okay with God, which it's like that's great. I should be grateful. I'm grateful. I'm blessed and I'm grateful and I don't have anything to complain about. I am questioning I believe that God made us to be in communion with other people. And I feel inadequate, ill equipped, unprepared, maladaptive. I don't know. I love reading the Bible. Isaiah. In the New International Version of Isaiah 20, verse 3, "Then the Lord said, just as my servant Isaiah has gone stripped and barefoot for 3 years as a sign of portent against Egypt and Cush, so the king of Assyria will lead away stripped and barefoot." Like, I think it's hilarious that God had Isaiah wander around stripped and barefoot for 3 years to prove a point. Like, we all should be grateful that we're not being asked, but Isaiah was asked. Like, and then there's the martyrs. What is a King James? I feel harshness, like that firm. I like to feel the love of Jesus in my heart, and I like to feel it rise to my face and my cheek. I like my face to show the love of Jesus and peace that surpasses all understanding. I want to do my part, and that's all I can do. Chapter 20, verse 3. Then the Lord said, just as my servant Isaiah has walked naked and barefoot 3 years for a sign and a wonder against Egypt and Ethiopia, so shall the king of Assyria lead away the Egyptians as prisoners and the Ethiopians as captives, young and old, naked and barefoot, with their buttocks uncovered, to the shame of Egypt. And they shall be afraid and ashamed of Ethiopia, their expectation, and Egypt their glory. And the inhabitant of the territory will say in that day, surely such is our expectation, wherever we flee for help to be delivered from the king of Assyria, and how shall we escape? I really should. I want to read the Bible and talk about the Bible and read other books I and write some stories. I really think that I probably can work through more conflict in fictional characters than I may be with real life people in my life. I was raised in a fundamentalist Christian. I don't I don't know the Lord will lead me to put it into words the way I'm supposed to at the right time. I don't know that I can do that right now. I was shunned, shamed, and blamed by the church for abuse that happened to me and for me telling the truth. I left the church, but the church left me. But I never exercised the beliefs that I had a spiritual experience this past fall, and now I believe some really crazy things, I think. But I have a lot more peace in my heart, and I don't feel cut off from God like I did before. And I can feel the love of Jesus rise to my face. Like, I'm alive. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for the second chance. I'm grateful for the Bible. I'm grateful for YouTube videos I'm watching on crazy things. I'm grateful for the books that I'm reading. I'm grateful for the ability to question the narrative and the timeline and all the crazy stuff I'm questioning. I don't know how to, I don't know. Am I supposed to sever people until some of these videos that I've been watching as far as the Satan's Little Season stuff, some of those people they're secular new agey people who said that after their conversion they needed some time in isolation to just discover. I'm coming from a churchianity, religious abuse. But last night on the phone, I was telling someone emphatically about, I was trying to keep it to myself, what it is that I believe, what I believe the best case scenario for a good life and being part of a community and family and contributing. Like, I think the Old Testament gives a bunch of rules for the best case scenario kind of life and community. And then Jesus came to redeem. So Jesus came for the lost, not the people that are had it all together. They think they have it all together. And the pride and the arrogance. I don't know. Wasn't pride, arrogance, vanity, weren't those the sins that caused Lucifer to be thrown out of heaven, become Satan? Wasn't it pride and arrogance and thinking that he was like God? So if that's the, like, that is not what we're supposed to do. And I think that it happens a lot. I think I did it a lot. I was playing God in my own life while feeling so sad and pathetic, feeling sad and rejected by the church and my family and the abuse and the victim and a martyr and all this. But it's wanting to be righteous and wanting to, just feeling sad that Christians got this love and I just wanted to be good and righteous but was cut off from feeling any love or acceptance. And then that's the spiritual experience. What it showed me was that I don't get to judge me. Only God gets to judge. I don't even get to judge myself. I'm taking God. I am not God. God is God, and I am not God, which means there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't understand and will never understand because I'm just a puny human, and God is God. But it means that if you're a different person than me, most of the time I watch these videos for myself and learn about myself because I don't know what's going on with me unless I pay attention to me. So if you are a different person and you can, good for you. I wish I was more like that. I have no idea what's going on with me. know when I'm listening to my conscience and I'm telling the truth. Those things are important to me. And I really want to be kind to people, but I don't know that I really know how to interact with other people. I feel like I'm not right-sized. It's either too much or too little. And maybe that means that I do need to just be a little more stoic, keep it to myself, have these little videos, learn about myself, practice in private with God's help, and then learn from where I do get it right. I have a wonderful relationship with my daughter. I couldn't be prouder of her and of the job that I've done. Even though I'm not perfect, it's still the biggest success of my life is being a mother to that child. So progress, purpose, connection. Those are my goals for 2026. But the connection, I think, is to myself and to my higher power. I'm climbing Kilimanjaro in a week with my father. And maybe that overcoming adventurous experience will be what I need to I feel like I'm hibernating, and I don't know what people are my people or if there are any. I'm glad that I'm not naked and barefoot, but I'm also very lonely for right-sized community. Not people that are better than me, not people that look down on me, not people that I look down on. I don't know that I look down on people. I want everyone to do well. I don't know. Sometimes I think I know better, and that's where it's like I'm not God. I don't know better for other people when I don't even know better for myself. I'm grateful. And I'm going to do the best job with today that I can. And that's the best that I can do. Is there another verse? Do I want to read something from Proverbs? Let's read about a good woman. Someday, I want to be the wife of noble character. Wait, let's read it in the King James. I don't know if that's in the cards. God may have a purpose for me that is alone. And if that is, that's fine. I want God's will, not something that's less than or something that I think of. So it doesn't matter. Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10. Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. She also rises while it is yet night, and provides food for her household and a portion for her maidservants. She considers a field and buys it. From her profits she plants a vineyard. She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arms. She perceives that her merchandise is good, and her lamp does not go out by night. She stretches out her hand to the distaff, and her hand holds the spindle. She extends her hand to the poor, yet she reaches out her hand to the needy. She is not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household is clothed with scarlet. She makes tapestry for herself. Her clothing is fine, linen and purple. Her husband is known in the gates. When he sits among the elders of the land, she makes linen garments and sells them, and supplies sashes for the merchants. Strength and honor are her clothing. She shall rejoice in time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. She watches over the ways of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many daughters have done well, but you excel them all. Charm is deceitful and beauty is passing, but a woman who fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. And then it's Ecclesiastes, which I love too. I love the Bible. I want to be good and righteous and do the will of the Father.